What's up, everybody, and welcome to another video of the Homeschool Dad Tips for your homeschool child. Today's tip is going to be procrastination. Do not procrastinate. So what you got to do is you got to teach your kid the definition of procrastination, right? And you got to let them know, hey, don't procrastinate, because I'm gonna tell you, your work is still gonna be looking at you in the face. It's still gonna be staring at you, right? It's still gonna be there. So get your kid to understand that excuse me, when you procrastinate, the work is still gonna be there. It's not gonna go away, all right? Now, we all know that kids love to play. Like when you was a kid and I was a kid, I love to play. I'd rather play more than I do my homework. As a matter of fact, that's what I did. Because I understood, man, I better do to get this homework done. Because if I don't get this homework done and I procrastinate and I go do something else, that homework's still gonna be sitting there. Ain't nobody gonna do it for me, right? Ain't nobody gonna do that homework for you, right? So make sure you tell them about Make sure you tell them about procrastination. Okay, we don't want them to procrastinate because we want them to get as much time as possible to play, right? Go outside, play with their friends, play baseball, basketball, football. Or if you want to go play some video games, you get to play video games, all right? You can do all that stuff, you know, but do not just teach them not to procrastinate and get them to understand what happens. I'll give you an example right now, right? You procrastinate. Let's say you start your lesson, which means the Kai start our lesson at 10:30, right? All right, so start lesson at 10:30. You know, I go downstairs and make him some breakfast or something, and all of a sudden he's procrastinating, right? And I go upstairs and it's 11. So if it's 11 o'clock, he procrastinated for 30 minutes on trying to get his work done. Instead, he was watching YouTube videos, right? So, so he procrastinated, and dang, that's 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, eat his food and whatnot, and then I got to do some computer work real quick and then come back and check on it. If he procrastinates again, you know, let's just say it was a whole hour and I had to do some computer work. Guess what? A whole hour he was just watching videos and playing Roblox. So there it is. He's procrastinating his work. So what you want to do is you want to get them to understand it. The later it gets, the more tired they're going to get, right? They're going to get tired as the day goes on. And when it finally comes time for them to do their work, they're going to be tired. They're not going to want to do it. They're going to be like, oh man, now they really procrastinate. I'll forget it. Like, my brain is not functioning at this time of the night. You know what I mean? So get them not to procrastinate. Don't procrastinate, because it's only going to lead to more work. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you want to get them in the morning early. Well, I wouldn't say early, because me and Zakai starts at 10:30. So I don't know how your work schedule is. So whatever your work schedule is, that's what you go by. If you have an early work schedule, well, you guys do an early work schedule or early schedule for homeschooling, right? Excuse me. But for me and Zakai, it's 10:30. That's just the perfect time. He's up, he's alive, he's moving around, and he's ready to go. So normally he's finished by 2, 3, at the most 4. Sometimes he has lab. Lab takes a while, so that can probably make him go just a little bit longer. So that's an example of procrastination. You know, if you procrastinate and you just keep going on and keep going on, next thing you know, it's gonna be the next day. Now you have an extra day of work because you procrastinated. So we want to get our kids in a habit of not procrastinating their work. Okay, get them to understand that the YouTube videos, Roblox, Fortnite, just movies, all that stuff is going to be there. It's a recording. Everything is recorded. In Roblox and Fortnite, you can jump in anytime you want to, right? So just get them to understand that, please. Okay, just get them to understand that. And then also, a form of procrastination is having 10, 15 windows open at one time. It's too tempting for a kid, I'm telling you, because a kid they'll rather go play, they'll rather do Roblox, they'll rather do YouTube videos and, you know, the pleasure, the fun, than to do homework. So get them to reduce the windows. to about maybe 2. So they won't have all these windows open, all these opportunities to go procrastinate, right? Excuse me. Zakai has sometimes 15 windows open at one time, and when I come in the room, I tell him, you need to cut those windows off, take it down to 2, all right? Just 2 windows, and in that way, he can focus more on what he's doing, okay? Just to recap, get your kid to understand about procrastination. Tell them the definition of procrastination, okay? Because procrastination can seriously hurt you. Seriously, hurt your kid in school. I mean, it's dangerous. You know, don't procrastinate. Just get it done and get them to understand that the sooner you get your work done, the more time you have to play. Don't rush through it. Take your time and do your work and do your quizzes, do the assignments and stuff that you're supposed to do. Take your time and get that done so that you can get a good grade on it, right? And by the time you finish all that, it's still going to be early, and you're going to have a lot of time to play, all right? And that's just a relief off your shoulders, off your child's shoulders, that they're going to have plenty of time to play. They got good grades because they concentrated on what they was doing, and they did not procrastinate, all right? All right, that's it for this video. That's my tip for today's video is procrastination. Please tell them the definition of procrastination. Get them not to procrastinate on doing their work. Get them to understand. You procrastinate more, you have less time to play, right? And some parents out there, they be, I'm gonna put you on punishment. I'm gonna put you on punishment if you procrastinate. I know. I don't do that. I don't do it like that. I just get them to understand, get Zakai to understand, do not procrastinate, okay? Because he understands that the definition of procrastination and what it will do to you, and he understands at the end of how much time he'll actually have. Zakai has a pencil, and he's actually calculating this stuff down now. He's like, dang, if I do this, if I lose this much time, I'm not gonna have this much time to play. And he'd be like, oh, let me go ahead and get to work. And so he gets down, he gets to work, and he finishes, and he gone. He out the door. He go play with his friends, and when he comes inside, he play Roblox, whatever he wants to do, because he's completely finished with his work. All right, guys, that was it. That's a quick tip for you. It's procrastination. Please get your kid to understand the definition of procrastination once again, and do not procrastinate. All right. You guys, I will see you on the next video tip for your homeschool child.